explaining it in simple terms. You might have heard the saying, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it enough. True, diba? Sometimes you ask the boss, sir, that was kind of complicated. Can you explain it some more? And guess what happens? It gets worse. Because what does the boss do? He uses long words, the ones with like 12 letters and 5 syllables. And then worse, it's jargon. Why does he do that? Maybe because it makes him feel brighter than us. Duh. Okay, fine. That's why you're the boss, right? We already know you're brighter than us. Kaya nga we asked you to explain, di ba? Ay, nako. Why? Why do we have people like this? Sige na. Moving forward. I feel that simplicity is a superpower at work. Don't you think so? Why superpower? Because it's rare that we have someone who's able to simplify an extremely complicated issue or matter or concern. Kasi naman, if you don't clarify it, people get more and more confused. Rule number 1, don't use jargon, especially if not everybody in the room speaks your jargon. Okay? Doesn't it make more sense in the workplace if you have clear and simple directions? Then it's easier for the staff to get things done with confidence and competence. You are not there to prove how bright you are. Sheesh. Goodness gracious. Ano be? All right. And then worse, I actually check this. Look at your email. Nako, I do not know. I call it discombobulation, pontification, class recitation. Ano daw? Have you ever read sentences? And you count, ha? I have read sentences in email that are 54 words in content. One sentence, 54 words. Ano ba? Where is the subject? Where is the action, the verb? Ano ba yun? What kind of sentence is that 54 words? Pwede ba? Have one subject, one verb, one predicate. You know, the stuff we knew in elementary school. In other words, be clear and concise. That way, people can remember. And more importantly, they can understand. Because sometimes by the end of the sentence, hello, wala nang connection dun sa beginning. Ay, nako, Mariopes naman. O, sige. From the boss to the email. Yun naman, meetings and mga training. Have you seen the speaker just drone on and on and on? Parang he or she doesn't care if you're listening at all. Sige, you will laugh. Hindi ba? True. People are texting na nga. And yun, ano ba yan? Nagte-text na mga tao. Di pa makalata yung nagsasalita. Ay, naku. Akala ko clueless yung audience, mas clueless yung speaker. Kainis. O, sige na, sige na. Baba ko na kilay ko. As I was saying, if you are clear and concise, stop being complicated, of course, there is no room for misinterpretation. Why? Hindi ba? If people misinterpret what you're saying, hala, that leads to costly mistakes. Gastos na naman. And because they have to repeat it again for the second time once more, this time with feeling over and over again, you will miss your deadlines. Paulit-ulit eh. Ano be? And worst of all, you have unhappy clients. Diba? Ay nako, palpak eh. Enough said. Goodness gracious. I will lead to something that's more important. When you have to make decisions and you have a group of people, please make sure that you speak in a language that everyone understands. If it's complicated and complex matter, break it down. Ask everyone for their insights or their interpretation before you can go to the next step. Sige, how to simplify the work? Ganito lang ang communication. When you use examples, when you talk, use examples that the listener will understand. Wag naman yung example from your life that they cannot relate to. Ha? Pwede ba? Like if you're talking about IT, if you're talking about cybersecurity, nako, yung jargon, grabe. Simple lang yan, no? IT, cybersecurity, you just tell them, it's like locking the doors to protect your house. Tapos, ah, oo nga, no? Yeah, it's what you call make your idea relatable and easy to understand. Remember that, ha? Relatable and easy to understand. Why? Eh, because if you cannot relate to what you're saying, tapos. Kapot. Goodbye. Physically present, but mentally absent. But most of all, if you want them to go into action mode, make sure that they understand what you're saying, ha? Yun. And as I said a while ago, another rule number one. Ha? All my rules are rule number one, ano? Make sure that you don't use jargon. All right? Just use simple words. And to close your instructional meeting, make sure you guide everybody step by step, one at a time. Why? Simple. Hindi ba? How do you eat an elephant? Huh? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Ganun lang yun. So don't dump a very complicated problem, give a jargonic solution, leave the audience clueless, and expect them to perform and deliver. Don't do that, ha? Step by step, one by one. Yun ang guidance, coaching, mentoring. Simple, di ba? Parang puzzle. How do you complete a puzzle? Simple, di ba? One piece at a time. All right? So some tips and techniques I can give you. Here goes. Keep things simple. Keep things simple. Whether you're explaining your work, your projects to your teammates, or making important decisions for your company, or even discussing new ideas with your work buddies. Keeping things simple is key. Remember, if you can't explain something in an easy to understand way, maybe it's a sign that you need to study the topic more thoroughly. Figure out a clearer way to share what you know. Diba? If you can't say it in simple words, you don't understand it enough. Remember, remember, remember. Simplicity is a superpower. This is Miss V, Candid Conversations in Opinion Paper, giving you my thoughts and my message for this week.